Time for our big payday. We are getting this at the absolute best price for these. This should be worth a fortune. Hello and welcome along and welcome back to No Man's Land. It is January the 1st, or it's the first day of January, and we have some fairly good prices at the moment for some of our stuff. The sorghum, now it's saying the price is dropping, but showing the current prices, it's actually on the way up. So 9.35 is what our current price is. 9.46 is the maximum. We're going to keep a close eye on this, and the moment it switches, we're going to sell, because we've got a little bit of an oddity going on here at the moment. We're looking to sell a couple of other things. So the silage, that is reaching best price. 351 is the best price for it. 352 is what we currently have, and it's dropping. So that's the first thing we're going to do today. And then we've got lettuce, that is going up 927, and we're looking for 1936. Might be better to sell that in February. Tomatoes will drop next month though, and they are currently £1 off the best price. And then strawberries 488 and 486 is the best price listed. So yeah, we're going to be selling those. The only thing left to sell today, or left to sell, is the lime, which is at 1,645. That will hit nearly 3,000 in February. So we're going to leave that where it is today and get that sold probably between now and the next video. We might skip forward a few days and do that at the end of this video, simply because I don't think there's going to be a lot to do on the farm come February. So we need to hook up the weight on the back of this. Let's get that lifted and drop off our bale spike, because we need to grab the bale grab instead. Bale spike would make loading these up a bit quicker, but to be honest, I wouldn't want to have pierced bales for sale. So if we were using them only on our own farm, having fermented them, I would probably use the bale spike. But yeah, we're not using them. We're going to be selling them, so that doesn't really work. So let's head out to the field and our pile of silage bales and get them collected up. And here's our pile of silage bales down by the fields here. We could actually park this. The grass field at the moment is usable by us, as everything's a little bit frozen. So we can make things a little bit more easy for us to get around. Grab this like so. And all of these should now have fermented. So yes, yes, yes. And these are all the most recent ones. So everything's fermented, which is great news. Which means that we can now make a ton of money off these. But we are going to have to get these loaded up fairly quickly in order to do that. Actually, I could have parked the trailer a little bit better. Oh, wow. This is where we're going to have some fun. Everything's slippery because of this snow. And it's just going to make it that little bit more of a task to get this done. Hopefully, though, we'll get this all loaded up fairly quickly. Might take a couple of loads to do this, which would be brilliant. So we'll see where we get to. I've definitely got better at handling silage bales with this piece of equipment since we started using it here on No Man's Land. It's got much more detailed. I don't know if it's because FS22's handling of bales is better, just in general, but I'm certainly able to use this bale grab with a lot less trouble than I had in FS19, and able to position bales exactly where I want to on a trailer with them now. Especially since I learnt that people who use this in real life they do push bales with it and push them into position. So sort of get them dropped roughly in place and then just nudge the bale into position a little bit. I can't remember, somebody put that as a comment on one of my videos a little while, and it just makes so much sense to do that, you see, and then just nicely positioned in place and get as many bales as you can on here. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to fit 4 bales on, or 8 bales on this bottom row. I think we're going to be restricted to 6 as we normally are on these trailers. But we'll see where we go. I think one thing that we might keep an eye out for going into the next year is maybe a bigger trailer to do this with, because we always have more bales than we can fit on a single load. Now we're getting towards the back of the trailer. This gets easier. Yeah, and you can see here, we're not going to be able to get us another row of bales on after these. That's, yeah, that's not happening. But in the shop at the moment, we have a few things. We've got a massive cotton harvester. We do have a little Landini Rex for 17,000, which is a really cheap tractor. It only has 112 horsepower and no ability to put a front loader on it. Won't work with our baler. We know that because we've had similar problems with other orchard tractors we're in no man's land with the baler that we've got. So yeah, that won't really work for us either. So yeah, I don't think it's the right tractor for this farm, and I'd rather keep my eye out for something a little more useful to us. Ideally, we want something coming towards the 200 horsepower mark. So a tractor that doesn't have, that is about half that horsepower at the moment, isn't much use to us. We've already got a tractor that very much fits that mold to push these on. We might be able to fit a single one at the back, actually, the way this is. We might give that a try. And that would make this a superior way, actually, to put these onto here. So let's just push that on. I think that might do it. Those look stable enough to me. I could come and could do with the push from the other side. But yeah, I think we'll be able to fit another bale onto the back of this, which would be fantastic. Would really allow us to get a well, we could then get 14 bales on here, which would be brilliant. Don't think we have. I think we have more than 14 bales sitting here. So, which is good in itself, but does mean we're going to have to do 2 trips. So I had a quick count, and yeah, we don't have 14 bales. We do have more than that. We've got 15 bales. So that's a little bit annoying because I don't think we can fit. I really don't think that we can fit 8 bales on this second row. I don't think it will quite work for us. There's just not enough space. So what we're going to do is probably load the last bale on with our next load of stuff to take down to the shop. We're looking at that probably being some of the stuff from our greenhouse. Now, the lettuce does rise a significant enough price in the next month for us to consider putting that or delaying that for a little while, and maybe just turning the greenhouse on to do lettuce only for that period. Get a little bit more money out of that. For everything else is going to be ready, well, is ready sort of this month and today. So we're keeping a close eye on that price. I'm hoping we catch this before the price drops too much. There we go, that's on. So yeah, we've got 4 more to load up, 5 sitting here. So we'll get that done, and then we'll go and see how much these are worth. Okay, so I think this is the last bale we can fit on this trailer, leaving just 1 bale up here. So bring it in and Put it down and on. Back off, and then just push it into position. Like so. I think that's probably good enough. Yeah. So we can strap that down. Really, I'm so lucky. I managed to not unwrap any of those bales while doing that, which is, yeah. We've not been that successful before with this kind of thing, especially stacking the little bales. During my live streams on Twitch doing Calmsome Farm, we did load up a load of the mini bale stacks the other day and managed to break them apart while they were still strapped on the trailer. Everything just exploded. It was ridiculously funny. So yeah, I do get a little bit worried when I'm trying to strap bales on that can be cut open onto these trailers now. Just gonna stop here quickly and have a look. How are we doing up here? So we do have a fair amount. Oh wow, we've got a whole load of stuff in here. Let's have a look what's actually in our greenhouse. So we are storing 995 litres of tomatoes, 497 litres of lettuce, and so yeah, we've nearly got we've got two full pallets of tomatoes sitting in here. We've got nearly one full pallet of lettuce and nearly 3 full pallets of strawberries. So yeah, there's a little bit that we can still squeeze out of here again, which is great. As I said though, I think we might, as soon as we get another couple of pallets worth off there, I think we might end up turning off the strawberry and the tomato production for now and just get the maximum amount of lettuce off there, and then maybe in the new year we'll see if we can switch to a single production from there and just increase the amount that we get of one thing rather than dealing with all 3. Time for our big payday. Let's get these onto here, see how much money we're going to make. This is going to set the scene for everything today. What is the current value of our silage? Where is it? Always get so many things in the sales screen now. So January, it is showing maximum price again for this 352. We are perfect. We are getting this at the absolute best price for these. This should be worth a fortune. Right, bring this onto here, and I'm just going to undo all the straps at once. There we go. 17,684 for all our silage. That's brilliant. I'm so very, very happy about that. So what does that mean that we want to be selling next? The sorghum is at 936. The price we're looking for is 946. So yeah, we'll leave that going up. I think what we're going to want next is the strawberries, which seem to be have peaked, and the tomatoes, which have also peaked. So yeah, we want to get those. The lettuce is almost up there as well, actually. That's brilliant. So tomatoes and strawberries first, along with our final silage bale, should bring in us another load of money. And we got more snow on the way too. The snow we did have has melted, and I've just popped the silage bale onto the trailer. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop this trailer off near our greenhouse, because we've no need to go all the way back to the barn with the trailer. We do need to go all the way back to the barn with the tractor, because we need to switch out for the pallet forks to start loading up the strawberries and tomatoes. And yeah, hopefully make a decent amount of money from those as well. We got about double the number of those because of what we have sitting in our greenhouse as well. So I'm going to try and position this so that I can load those up easily enough. I don't think I want to be this way round, actually. I think I want to be the other way around. Some people have suggested that I replace this greenhouse with the one that we're using on the Old Stream Farm. I think that's a really good suggestion. And I want to do that. I want to at least probably place another greenhouse here at the very least, so that we are we're doubling our production on this. It's going to be really interesting. What I'd love to do, what would make us more money than anything, I think, would be to buy some more land. If we could come back after this, after having sold our lime and everything else in February, and buy another field, that would be brilliant. Whether we can do that and farm it with this tractor, which is costing us a lot of money to do, is a big question. But think of all the silage we'd get just from the first cut off that. That would be massive amount of income. And then we've got a whole load of extra arable land that we can plant and make money off. Would be brilliant. So yeah, I think we'll see how much money we have, but if we have the opportunity to buy more land always means we'll make more money. So well worth doing, I think. Doubling our productivity would be fantastic. So first things first here, I want to see if we've finished off those pallets in here. So let's have a look. Yes, we got 550 on the lettuce. Yes, we have. So we will deactivate production on tomatoes and deactivate production on the strawberries. So we'll be left with 14 litres and 7 litres once those spawn. And then we'll let the lettuce just produce so that when we come to buying stuff in February, or selling that in February, we'll have hopefully have an extra pallet or two of lettuce to sell, which at the time should bring us in about an extra £2,000 if it works. So that's the idea behind that. We're gonna double the amount of strawberries and tomatoes coming out of here, because they will spawn as I'm unloading these. There we go. There's another pallet of strawberries. Need to get this all loaded onto here. Do that strap. There's quite a lot of pallets to load up on here, but this is the best price, so it's gonna absolutely be worth doing. All of this is taking us a while today, though. I am kind of wondering, are we going to be able to jump forward to February, or is that going to be the next video? That might be the next video, because I still think we're going to have a load to do. So, yeah. Selling everything off is taking a while on here, but that's no bad thing. That's actually really encouraging. If it's taking a while to get all of this stuff sold, hopefully it's going to be a really good income for us. Expecting more strawberries to drop. Yep, there we go. And we've still got 2 more pallets of strawberries to drop and 2 more pallets of tomatoes to drop. So, yeah, plenty still to get onto our trailer here. And we're going to stack everything too high, and hopefully we'll then fit everything on. We'll see. We've almost got everything loaded up. We've got 2 pallets of strawberries here. Everything else has spawned out of our greenhouse. I've got 1 last pallet of strawberries to fit on this trailer after these. I'm hoping they're going to fit on the back. Either that, or they might have to go on top of the silage bale. Either way, we should be pretty good for getting everything loaded up. Oh, I have done these 2 at a time to save myself a bit of time, because it is middle of winter, and we do have a limited time. But yeah, that's loaded onto there quite nicely. What I'm going to do is just pull this forward, see if we can get that last pallet on the back. I don't know why this trailer seems to want to, or seems to work better if you load them on sideways. Because look at that big gap we've got in the middle. You can't quite fit 3 across, but you can fit 2 across if they're sideways. And yeah, and then you can fit more in. But what I want to do is just bring this around here. Give us good access to the back, and I'm hoping that I can fit that last strawberry pallet onto the back of here. We're gonna have, yeah, we're gonna have about £4,000 worth of lettuce to sell come February, so that is going to work out quite well for us. There we go. And yeah, we've got a decent amount of stuff here to sell. Then going to be the sorghum. How much money is the sorghum going to make us after we've got these loaded on? Right, we can just carefully push that pallet on. There we go. Fits nicely on the back. Like so. Just double check that we've got everything out of here. I think we have. Yep, 7 litres of tomatoes left in there, 24 litres of lettuce, and 14 litres of strawberries. So, yeah, we're looking at hopefully getting... we should get another pallet of lettuce. At 768 cycles a month, we should get at least 1 more pallet of lettuce. We'll see whether we get more than that, because obviously we've got production is increased on the lettuce now that we're only outputting lettuce from here. So it'll be interesting to see where we are in February from that. But now let's get this lot down to the shop and yeah, see how much money we're gonna make. 2,000 litres of tomatoes, 3,500 litres of strawberries, and 3,500 litres of silage on this trailer. How much is this going to make us? Let's bring this into here, undo the straps, let it all sell, and our final price, it's still going up rather nicely. Is it going to go over 30,000? I don't think so. There doesn't seem to be enough on this trailer to do that. It's going to be fairly close, though. I think we might hit 29,000 if we're lucky. No. So 4,000, so nearly 5,000 for all of that was on the trailer. Wow, that is a slightly less than I thought, and so much less than our first load today. But we are knocking on the door of 30,000, which is great. Just 1 more set of stuff to sell today, and that is the sorghum. And in order to sell the sorghum, what we're going to do is rework things a little bit. First, we will drop off our forks, so we don't need those. We're then going to take the trailer around to our workshop area and just reconfigure that so that we can put some sides on it. How much sorghum do we have? We've got 22,000. I don't think we can take the capacity of this all the way up to that. Look at all this stuff that's available in there. There we go. So customize that. The maximum capacity of this is 12,000. I think we'll go max capacity simply because 8,000 will require 3 trips. 12,000 will require... Oh, no. Actually, I don't want to spend any money on it. So I would go to 12,000 capacity, but it'll cost us £4,000 to do that. No, we'll do 3 trips. That will be fine. So customize that. Yes. Okay. Don't want to spend money I do not have to spend. Whoa. Right, there we go. Right, and then I want to drop off the weight And yeah, it's 4 in the afternoon. The snow is falling again. We are going to be dropping off the last of this sorghum in the dark because, well, that's where we are. It's getting dark in winter and it's getting snowy. Let's connect this up. There we go. Over to here and let's fill up with sorghum. And where are you? There you are. Start that. 3 trips and we'll see how much we're going to make. This, though, this should be a decent payday, I think. Sorghum is worth a fair amount of money and we have got 22,000 litres of it. Ooh, is this going to be enough for us to be able to afford more land? Considering we've got other stuff to sell, this could be pretty big. Unfortunately, I don't think it is. I think we're going to find that we hit about 50,000, which is in itself is fantastic, but not enough to buy a second field or a second area of land on here. We are going to make about 7,500 off this, I think. There we go. Almost spot on. 7,495. So off 3 trips, nearly 3 full trailers, we're looking at around about 20,000-ish, I think, of what we've got. That's really good. That will take us up to just shy of 50,000. It's going to be down to the lime and everything to see exactly where we end up with this. So I'll get the next load done and then we'll come back when we've got the last bit of sorghum to sell. We're going to need 6,235 pounds to complete this and hit 50,000. We're not going to do it. Spoiler alert, we're not going to do it. We've only got 6,075 litres in here. So any way I look at this, it's not going to be enough, which is a pity. We are so close. I mean, we are going to be within a stone's throw of it. Yeah, we are we're less than, well, just over, sorry, £500 short. We know we're going to hit it. We know we've got stuff to sell in February that will bring us over the £50,000 mark. Will it give us enough money to buy another area? 85,000 we need for that. I don't think we're going to get another 40,000 off just the lime and the lettuce. So I think the idea that we might make enough money this year to buy some more land is not going to happen as well, which is not surprising, but it's a little bit disappointing. However, we should have enough to mean that we can get another tractor if we can just keep an eye on the shop and hopefully something better than the Landini shows up. For now, though, I'm going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.